Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins. Grow your coins, you gotta grow your coins. Grow your coins, grow your coins.
What's up, everybody? It's the Crypto Crow. Joey D just stopping by to say, hey, what's up? Yeah, today's just a chill day. I figure I just got back from the doctor. Not for me, for a change. I was getting ready to go live this afternoon. And then my wife, she had called me and she said, hey, Xander is having some problems that, like chest or whatever, and it's been ongoing for a while. So I picked him up at school and took him to the doctor, and basically everybody thinks it's just kind of trap gas. It's not a super big deal, but I didn't get to go live or anything, and so I just figured I was going to come just play. Hang out, check out chat, see what's going on. I think I might start doing the Twitch thing. MTG, I used to spend my life savings on this damn game back in the day. Yeah, Dabo, they call it Money the Gathering. The card version is what's up, Hexproof? The card version is crazy expensive. Dang it, no. But the MTG arena is pretty fun, and it's pretty addicting, and it's not super crazy. Like, you can create pretty much whatever deck you want. I don't know, I'd say maybe $50 buying gems, and then you can get enough of the rare cards and stuff like that. Because you have like wild cards that you get in the packs, and then like as you're opening other packs, you get more wild cards, and you can use those to create any cards you want. And so it's not super expensive. So take that. What up, dog? What's up, Rusty? I am chilling, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of cryptoed out. With everything going on lately, I've been just constantly crypto business. And I just wanted to take it to afternoon. It's not even. I mean, I'm like down. I'm down to talk about it. I'm just, I just want to chill and have some fun. What up, Rolex23? Dude, why do you spend $5 every time you say hi? You must be crypto rich, or just rich. I don't know. To come on here and drop $5 every time just to say hi, it's like, you're a trip, dude. I mean, I appreciate it. Actually, and I realized too, every time you guys tip, I'm pretty sure it all goes to Matt and Rena Hera, because when I play that intro song, basically it's that copyright thing. So like any monetization, any of that stuff that I earn, it basically all goes to her, which is totally cool with me. I don't care about it. I'm curious to see how difficult it is to play this. I know what deck he's playing. I don't want to vlog yet. This guy's probably gonna beat me. Playing this live is totally different. I don't know how some guys do it. It really breaks up your flow. We'll see. Oh, he's playing the top deck. So what's up? Is this on Steam? No, you can just you just go to mtgarena.com, I think, or just Google it and it'll pop up. Man, I'm like doing shitty draws. The only thing that I do not like about Magic the Gathering is getting like land screwed, where you either don't have enough land or that's all you're getting is land and you don't have anything to play. To me, the best card game ever was the World of Warcraft trading card game. I don't care what anybody says. The mechanics were fantastic. You know, you didn't have land and mana and all that silly stuff. You had factions, but you just take one of my cards, you bastard. Just finish me. Video. I was on last night. What's your favorite type of deck to play? I'll show you. I'll play it right now. This is a deck that I had been working on for a while. It's not super great, but when it works, it's fun. It's my discard, making people discard. I'll play it. I feel like it's 50-50 whether or not I win or lose, and it takes some concentration. But the idea is, I just try to take all the tools away from you, so that you can't harm me. Okay. So we'll see how this turns out. And it's like I've got some board wipes in here. I've got some defensive stuff, but ultimately I just want you to discard your hand and take away all your tools. Word up. Play green deck. I don't like green. What's up, Sarah Walker? With this deck, I've learned, though, especially against fast decks, that I take a beating. But then, by the time I've gotten down so low, I've done enough stuff to you that, like, you don't really have much, and then I take over, or people just kind of rage quit. So, we'll see. We'll see how it works. I have about 400 cards from when it started. Well, you're probably a millionaire. You could probably sell all that. You know what I found recently that I thought was kind of shitty, and I haven't even asked Charles. I don't even know if he would respond, but I saw this article about Charles Hoskinson talking about, I guess this guy was a part of some group that was doing a meeting with Charles, and it was like a Q&A. Interesting. Talking about how Charles plans to leave Cardano by 2020, so that he can go be a cowboy or something. And it was like serious. I don't know if that's the case or what, but I thought it was a very odd article. And I've brought stuff to Charles in the past. I'm like, is this for real? And he's like, dude, that's FUD. Like people put all kinds of FUD out because it gets some views. That's the one thing I hate about media. It's just, you know, so much of it's just such bullshit. People try to create these doom scenarios so that people read their articles, because outside of that, nobody takes interest in anything they have to say. Man. Getting shafted on mana and land. Mario Kart on Switch is my jam. What's up, Heather? I actually just gave my old Switch to my stepson. Just like an extra Christmas present. He seems to be having fun with it. I just never used it. I just know that my deck isn't. How's Aquatos bot going? I dove into it pretty deep this morning, back testing all kinds of stuff. And well, you used oh, wait for me. Who's ready for the next 4 hours? That's funny. I'm not planning on being here for 4 hours. I'm not doing anything like super exciting today. Just kind of hanging out, talking about whatever you guys bring up in chat as I chill and play some game. No, not another marathon. I don't think I could do another 4-hour marathon. That was actually, by the time I was done, I was shaky and starving, and my back was killing me sitting in this chair for so long. It was cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I could do that again. What you got doing? Hopefully I can wipe all of this dude's stuff. I've pulled none of my discards. He just keeps playing the same two guys. He's whatever. It's fine. There's no way he would have. What do you think about man? You talking about mainframe? Do it from bed to phone. Maybe. You know, I will say, one thing that I have been thinking of doing, what's this? Fearless. Yeah, this'll work. Bam! See you bye. Then I get my cow. Bam. Nice. I'm thinking about integrating gaming with Chainwise. Any kind of gaming, blockchain gaming, non-standard gaming, miniatures gaming. For me personally, I think it would help draw a lot of people who have interest in blockchain that may or may not go to the convention. So we're working some of that stuff out now. I want to see, like, I don't know what gaming companies typically pay for convention space, like exhibits and stuff. So we'll see. But I am looking into that. And I'm some of the people that have been helping out, looking into it too. Let's get. Oh shoot! I should have used it. Dang nabbit. Does this site steal your Bitcoin? Magic. No. Picked up some hollow chain yesterday. Interesting. Ooh, this guy's got big nasties. Oh, come on. If I win this, playing this game when you're focused on stuff. Back out. Alright then. It'd be great if some of my discard cards pop up. Fortnite should have crypto. I've tried getting into it, I just can't do it. Put the gain volume down so we can hear you talking. Oh, is it loud? Background. To my stuff. What do you guys want to talk about? What's on everybody's minds lately? That's what I'm curious about. I'm curious what everybody's feeling about crypto is late. These earbuds don't want to stay in my giant ears very well. Oh, I just noticed that this... can make my... Well, he's waiting on me. Oh, I see what you did there. Black deck is my favorite. When will I be rich? 2020. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Here. Blue hole. Bro. Have you watched Charles Hoskinson's AMA and what do you think about it? Yeah, I did. I do. Every time he pops up, I watch him. I mean, I think that there's a lot of promise for Cardano as we move further and deeper into 2019. Why can't I? Oh, because he must be legendary. Ah, hexproof. Ooh. Yeah, I did watch the Charles Hoskinson AMA. I even posed some questions, but he didn't answer them. Trying to find out, you know, like if he's going to be showing up in November, if he's still going to be able to speak in November. He hasn't responded. He's super busy, and there's plenty of time, but I am trying to find out what his plan is. Accumulation time. Oh yeah, people were asking about Aquatos. Damn it, what is he drew like all those. I can't draw any of the cards that I want, and he's drawing like 3 or 4 of the same shit. It's kind of frustrating. But I was diving in. I'm working on a lot of different back testing for a lot of tokens and coins that I like. If you have bags, like, it's probably okay. You know what I mean? This guy's gonna wreck me. So that's what I'm working on. I'm trying to basically find some of the best settings for like 30 different coins. That way I can get everybody started with a really good foot forward. But I'm noticing that, you know, a lot of, yeah, I can't win this. A lot of, I never do well playing this game live. I know I'm basically just wrecking my tears and everything. I don't know how much of it is lack of like focus or lack of my draw. I'll try one more with my discard because I'd like to be able to show everybody. I had 2 other versions of this, but I deleted them all last night. This isn't like, you can't rank very well with this discard deck. I'm curious to see what comes out in the next set, to see how it might supplement it. But Aquatos, you know, a bunch of people, I was in the Discord channel checking things out, kind of seeing what people were coming up with. And then I was running similar back tests because some of these guys were pulling back tests of like a month, a week, and they're getting 25, 28% returns in back testing. And so, and that was yesterday. And so today I was running back tests with the same stuff, but I wasn't seeing the same results. So I'm not sure what has happened in the past day. I don't know if it was an update or what, but I was getting like 1.25% return results on my back tests. And I just wasn't, I don't know what's going on. So I meant to ask the devs, like, what's happened that my back test results are so drastically different and underwhelming? But, so I'm going to wait, I'm going to find out. And then once I feel that that's been situated, then I'm going to go back and, yeah, that's some of what I was looking for. Oh, look at you, dude. Look at you. Alrighty then. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on that. Crypto Pro, did you get an answer to your Chainwise question? No, he never answered. So I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. My hope is that he's gonna make it, but I know that even before, it was kind of up in the air until they had a better idea as to what his schedule was going to look like in February, let alone November. So we'll see. The thing people don't realize is tickets were selling, and they were really starting to pick up steam, which is one of the reasons I canceled it and rescheduled it for November when I did, because I didn't want to have hundreds of people, you know, that I was pulling the plug on and refunding. I had a feeling that's what I wanted to do. I'm just getting screwed and brawls and everything. But when I saw the ticket sales starting to really spike and go up, and like we had a month out, I'm like, man, well, I'll probably sell a couple thousand tickets to this thing. And I don't want them to come. I don't want everybody to come to a convention with just speakers. That's just a summit. I could have done a summit in a freaking hotel. I didn't have to rent out a whole convention center for that. So, you know, I'm working on ways to get more exhibitors into this thing, so the people that go, I mean, granted, it's $20. If you go and you see some great lectures and meet some cool people and you have a great time, it costs you $20. A whole day event, it's cheaper than spending a couple hours or an hour at a bar or a nightclub where you're not getting anything. So, but at the same time, you know, I want this to be something that is like people go and are like, wow, that was incredible, and I learned so much, and I met so many people, and I saw so many cool projects. That's the thing. I'm really surprised at how many crypto companies dropped the ball on that opportunity, and they better get their shit together by November, because I'm going to be keeping track, and I'm going to let everybody know, like, look, we went to this company, that company, and this is their, you know, they didn't want to do it because of this. It's like there's no reason for them to not go, but then they're going to go drop several $1,000s on conventions that don't have anybody there. Like, tickets were starting to crush and really build some serious momentum, and you know, they were ultimately missing out on that for whatever reason. It's like perception of value. Like, if I charged $5,000 for a booth, I probably would have a lot more people. Like, oh, they're charging $5,000. We better get in on this. It's stupid. People don't really understand the point of what I was trying to do and am trying to do. So we'll see. Just excuses. Yeah, pretty much. Do you think it is possible for Cardano to reach $5 in a few years? Yeah. Shit, I'd like to see it. I mean, realistically, I'd like to see. It depends on what they do. It depends on the market sentiment. It depends on so many different things. You know, Cardano's growth could easily exceed, easily exceed $1, even if the bear market continues the way it is. Because I think that the further away from the bottom we can get, the more secure people will feel about putting their money into it. And so that's what I think. I think it's absolutely possible for Cardano to buck this year, maybe even more. It just really depends on what happens. I'm honestly waiting to find out what the SEC does with the ETF at the end of February. Because I think what they do, and they know it, what they do is going to play a big role in when the market recovers. But hey, Ogre, love MTG. It was great chatting last night. Oh, what's up, CoinChat? Did you Google the Band-Aid thing? I looked into it a little bit, and then I got busy. Wife and kids and all that stuff. So it looks like there's something to it. Will I try it? I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to put a Band-Aid on my belly button so I can play Skyrim on PlayStation 4. I'm already down to 12. This guy's wrecking me. Every time I go live with this game, I just suck. I think the same as you know, people think just doing a YouTube video, a YouTube channel is easy. Okay, I can do that, but I think trying to play games and talk and focus at the same time, I think it's a lot easier maybe with a first-person shooter. You're just running around shooting stuff, but I don't know. It's a lot harder than this. Talking about something completely irrelevant to the game. That, and I'm groceries. Bitcoin, Ripple, Cardano, Holochain. I mean, if you look into Cardano, Cardano's doing something kind of similar to Holochain. 7 life, crawling like crap. I haven't been paying attention. Got stuff that popped a lot. Let's just. Oh, lame. Wonder if I can lose my tire. Even though I've lost all these games in a row, I promise you these decks are pretty solid. Crow, if had to choose Cardano or Tron to invest 1,000, what would it be? To be honest with you, if I had $1,000 to invest in crypto and it was a choice between one or the other, I would probably split it between the two. I mean, look at it realistically. If it's kind of one of those plays where I think they're both likely going to do pretty well. And if they both do well, why not have both? Why not play it a little bit safer? Because you never know what could happen. What if Charles Hoskinson did decide to leave Cardano to go be a cowboy and run a ranch? I mean, you know, do I see that happening anytime soon? No, I don't. I think that would be absolutely shitty if that were true. if he were already trying to find a way out and this and that after building up. I think that would be one of the most disgusting things somebody could do. I don't think that Charles lacks that kind of character. Like, I just can't see that being true. Because that would just be that would be so shitty. But you never really know, but I think, why not get both? I would just split it up. But that's me personally. Shit happens, Crow. We're just chilling anyway. Pretty much. Just chilling. I know when I do these game videos, especially Magic the Gathering, people aren't piling in to see what's going on. It's all good. No attacks yet, dang nabbit. Are you going to be doing some update vids with some of the projects you covered last year to see where they are development-wise? Yeah, I am actually. But I need to get these guys talking. What I'm thinking of doing is... Well, I don't want to say what I think I'm doing because then all my impersonators will go out and try and do it before me, and then they'll try to figure out a way to scam people with it. But yeah, I've got an idea as to what I'm going to do, and so we'll see. But they'll just go right. How's your mining going? You haven't talked much about it. My mining's fine. It's not running. It does. I don't run my miner when I'm doing videos, but it's going well. I'm still mining Aeon, even though it just keeps falling. But I mean, I dig it. Got 3 out. I've got... Dang it. I need some more plus. But yeah, I dig my mining. There's something empowering about mining. You know, it's literally printing money for the most part. And you know what I'm really thinking about getting back into are Masternode. And then maybe doing some Masternode videos soon. Because let's face it, man, getting into the right Masternode now with where the market is and how cheap everything is, if I do get into Masternodes, I'm probably going to get into it with Fiat. So I'm just going to enter it with like greenback and leave my crypto and other stuff alone. Because I mean, all crypto is down. So I almost feel like any crypto play I make should be with new money. Because I'm automatically averaging down significantly by doing that. So, for the work. Ooh, buddy. Screw it. Let's just go and hit him. Hey Crow, saw you were live, popped in to say hi. What's up, Francis James? Well, that makes sense. New money average down. Yeah, that's kind of the way I look at it. Everything is so cheap right now that if you're not like, what would be the point of buying crypto with Bitcoin, if you're holding some Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever, everything is down so much. So like if I bought, you know, let's say you bought a couple of Ethereum when it was, you know, even $500, you average down. I would go out, I would spend, you know, $200 of fiat right now, buy a couple more Ethereum, and then use that to purchase whatever crypto I want to launch a Masternode or something. Because you'll be averaging down substantially. Like if you spent $5,000 in crypto in January, you know, when everything was at its high, my goal personally would be to spend another $5,000 in fiat right freaking now. This is not financial advice, just how I look at things. And just keep adding, because that's, oh, he quit. And just keep adding. That's basically, that's the best way of going about it. If I wanted to get into Masternodes as a newbie, where's the best place to start? I forget the name of the website. Let me see if I can. Up real quick. Oh. All right, let me see if this, yeah, there we go. So masternodes.online. This gives you a full breakdown. Yeah, let's take a look at this. So price, Dash, I guess right now is the most expensive Masternode with only a 6.8% return on investment right now. The thing about Dash is I know they're laying off people, and from what I gather, and they're like struggling financially quite a bit. It's not to say that Dash is gonna die or anything like that. They're just, unfortunately, they're having to lay people off. And that's not a good sign, but it would cost you about $70,000. So you need 1,000 Dash to run a Masternode, and right now it looks like that would cost you about 70 grand. So let's see, which ones have the biggest return on investment? I mean, a lot of these are garbage. You know, I should do some serious research on Masternodes and find out which ones actually have the best potential use case. The problem is that so many of these are just shit coins, and they really don't offer anything particularly useful. They're purely speculative, you know. And just because it's cheap and easy to get into, and it might create a whole bunch of new coins for you, doesn't mean it's worth having. Those coins are worthless. It's not going to help you much. You know, like some of these Masternodes you can set up for nothing and get potentially crazy returns, but I haven't heard of a single one of these. Start from the top. Go with price. Diamond. I didn't know Diamond was a one. So daily income, $6. Weekly income, $41. $176 a month, $2,000 a year. Volume, less than $3,000 a day in trade volume. That's the thing. They're not liquid. So and that's the thing you have to look at when you're looking at Masternodes, folks. You might see these numbers and be like, "Wow, you can make a lot of money," but you can't sell it. You have $3,000 a day in trade volume. That's over a 24-hour period. That is not a lot at all. You're going to set a limit order, and chances are that price is going to go down, and it's going to just change on you and out of your favor, and you're going to basically be trying to set limit orders, catching up with it for a month. Pro, do you think we hit the bottom yet, or do we have more to go down? You've got some interesting questions, Rolex. I really couldn't tell you. My guess is that we probably are still going to go down a bit. I know that a lot of guys are predicting a really hard flash crash. These lines are bogus. Like, I was just screwing around. You can see TD sequential restarted 3 times. Oh, that's a 4-hour candle. But yeah, there really is just no telling. But my guess is it's probably going to. There are so many people out there running TA and running charts and things like that saying that we're going to fall one last big time before things stabilize, and then we might have a few months of just sideways activity before things start to uptick. And when you have that many people saying the same stuff and supporting their claims with charts, that's when people start to believe it, and then that's when the traders start acting. And like I said before, that's when TA becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I think there are enough people saying it that it's likely to happen. How far will it go? Looks like everybody's talking $2,000. Will it go down to $2,000? I don't know. It could stay right here. It could hit 3,100 again, bounce hard. SEC releases news in February that they're going to go ahead and allow this ETF. And the whole and that, and then backed, and then all these other guys. Here's the thing, like, I feel like so many people believe that the market is dictated by the people, and it's not. It's dictated by the businesses. Even crypto, even this decentralized revolution of cryptocurrency, it's all still controlled, man. It's controlled by the people that have. And it's what we just experienced is an opportunity to let the shady, crooked-ass bankers and all the greedy power mongers into the space. It's what we've done. We've given them the opportunity to come in and start taking control of things. The market's going to turn around when they want it to. I mean, that's what I think. If you don't think, I believe the SEC has a lot of relationships and a lot of people that, you know. Do I think the SEC is strictly doing what they're doing to protect the people? No. There's no way that could be true. If that were 100% true, they would have went about this in a completely different way. You don't put out all this vague stuff, you know, and basically try to scare all the businesses out of the space, scare everybody out of the United States, with all your vague rules and regulations and expectations, and then expect people to, like, I don't know what you expect people to do other than to just avoid you altogether. I just don't buy it. And so because of that, I think that ultimately we're going to see the market do what. Here's the thing, over-the-counter volume has been so crazy high for so long now, and all of that volume, it's a bunch of rich people buying up what all of the poorer people who took a gamble are selling. And that's honestly how I look at it. Because the only people that are selling Bitcoin right now are people that are ignorant, or they expect it to go lower and they expect to make a swing trade. They're listening to YouTubers say it's going to 2,000, and so they're selling, and they're selling into the hands of the people who are buying it up. And as long as that continues, the price is going to stay down. And things aren't going to change because the wealthy are taking every bit of this opportunity to keep the price as low as possible so that them and their cohorts can continue to buy into the market. And the market is going to stay as low as you guys let them. Let it stay. Honestly, that's basically where we're at. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth. I have Bitcoin. Well, could Bitcoin go to $2,000? Sure, but I'm not selling my Bitcoin. I'm leaving it right where it's at, locked up. Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to ride it out. Yes, I could improve my position. Yes, I could make more money if I were to sell and get in lower, all that shit. But to me, it's just not really worth the risk at this point. And I just don't want to sell my Bitcoin into the hands of somebody that I feel is working together with others to manipulate my train of thought. So call it what it is. But that's just how I stand on it. Let's see. Hat Crypto does videos on Masternodes. They're pretty good to watch. That's cool. I might check that out. No, I don't want to do that. Then I can play. We've hit bottom, in my opinion, because everyone and their mother thinks we're going to sub 3K, therefore I'm bullish. That could be. Oh, he quit. Yay. Thanks for the site, Crow. Looks like I'll have to do some digging on nodes. Yeah, that's a handy little site, and there are others out there, but that one's pretty much the main one, I think. Pretty much a master directory of all the master nodes that hit the market. Anyone else think stocks are about to crash tomorrow? I just bought some SQQQ today. I don't pay any attention at all to the traditional stock market. I think not only is the stock market going to crash, but so is fiat currency. Just keep dollar cost averaging every Friday, and buy more on bigger dips. Pretty much. Are we going to hit 1,000, Crow? I do not think so. Crow, you should go on Joe Rogan. I feel like you would both have a good time. I think so too. I love Joe Rogan. I love him to death. I think he's great. You know, and I think every guest he has on, I love. Like, I feel like every guest he has on that show, with the exception of a few who are on the show more to like educate people, but I feel like everybody he has on that show, I would totally hang out with. Like, just generally like, hang out in a bar and like just hang out with. So I dig Joe Rogan for sure, but I'm so small potatoes, he would never even entertain the idea of having someone like me on there. Yeah, I mean, everybody he has on that show are like, you know, either superstars in MMA or actors, comedians. I mean, people with other followings. I mean, let's face it, Joe Rogan's show is a business. Like, he's not just doing it because like he just wants a place to hang out for 3 or 4 hours every. You know what I mean? He wants to have guests on there that are going to help broaden his market. I'm sure everybody that watches me or follows me, they're already very well familiar. I mean, that's my guess. I could be wrong, but regardless, I don't have millions of people that are going to go watch Joe Rogan because I'm on there. And I think that's ultimately. Crow, what do you think about GoChain? I think, how do I just zero in on your questions all of a sudden? I don't know. That's cool though. I like GoChain, and I think what they're doing with Akami, I think is really cool. I mean, their transactions per second are high. I think it's a solid chain. I think they're going to do big things. I hold some. I like it. I like the guys on the team, Decker, and I like those guys, and I'm excited to see how it continues to take shape and move forward. I mean, I know that when everything in crypto was down, GoChain would still spike up. Like, GoChain was still doing well. So, yeah, I mean, I dig it. Mike Tyson is going to be on Joe Rogan soon. That would be cool. Dick Insider, haven't seen you in a long time. Gay for Crow. Haven't seen that show up in a while. What are your thoughts on the Monarch project, Monarch wallet and token? You know, I know Beatles well enough to know that he's a pretty stand firm kind of dude, in the sense that, you know, he has his beliefs, and, you know, he believes in like everything being decentralized. He believes in the core root of crypto. And I know that everything he's doing with Monarch is to supplement that, is to like reinforce that. And so, you know, I like Monarch Wallet, and I think it seems to be pretty solid, and he's done everything so far with Monarch out of pocket. And, you know, he might have some private investment support, but that I don't know for sure. But, you know, I like Beatles, and I think he means really well, and he's like, I trust him to like keep doing what he's doing, and yeah, I mean, I like Monarch. I like Monarch a lot. As a matter of fact, I have, hold on. Oh, it's broken. I was gonna play his little intro thing. I guess I moved. No attacks. Encash. I think I bought some Encash. Is that what I'm thinking of? It's been a while since I've done any digging into it. It's hard for me to say what I think about a lot of these individualized projects right now, because I don't know where they're at. I know that every crypto company out there is struggling to some degree. I mean, except for maybe Monarch, because Monarch's been paid for out of Beatles' own pocket this whole time. So, you know, oh, maybe. Hooty-hoo. I'll attack with all 5. I remember Joe Rogan hosting Fear Factor. Yep, I do too. If you really listen to Joe Rogan, like if you watch Joe Rogan stand up, like he's got a special I was watching, I think it was called Triggered on Netflix. And that was pretty good. I don't know, I just like Joe Rogan. Like he's just somebody that I would totally hang out with. But I guess it's part of his appeal. He resonates with you, and the stuff he talks about. I mean, he talks about some crazy shit. But I like how open-minded he is, and you can tell his mind has been opened with all of the chemicals that he's dabbled with. Yeah, I just find him like super cool. I'd like roll jiu-jitsu with him and go get drunk and talk about aliens and shit. I think it would just be like a great time. I have to meet with project managers, but I don't want to leave the stream. Oh, you always watch later, but we're not doing anything crazy. I'm just shooting the shiz. What dude is doing? I'm still painting models. I haven't painted yet today, though. I was thinking about doing it tonight. I started this Journeyman League at this new store, and it's pretty fun. Really dig it. Never someone attacks. Hold on. I will just... I'll go ahead and attack with these guys. A couple of them might. Oh. Boo. Hey Crow, first post, take it easy on me. Question, Do you think SiaCoin will ever take off as a main decentralized cloud storage solution and compete with the likes of Dropbox? Oh, that's a really interesting question. Man, I'm up to 47 health. Down to 9. SiaCoin. You know, it's funny because I've always kind of looked at SiaCoin as a staple. You know what I used to do to get a kind of an indicator as to where the market was going? I would look at SiaCoin's price. Because it's pretty standard, and now I've switched to Cardano because Cardano's around where SiaCoin was at the time. I wonder how the Obelisk miner's doing. I know that was a big thing. I think this dude's about to quit. Gotta just say screw it. Gotta... There's no way. Whatever you're doing, hurry up. Just delaying the inevitable. He's reaching, grasping for straws, right? 2020, Cardano, $20. It's possible. Like, come on, man. Oh, fuck. I mean, no matter what he does right now, I'm still gonna be like 60 health. Righty, well, that was worth $20 each. Yeah, Obelisk Miner. Hold on, Obelisk. Curious how many they've sold. Oh, he quit. Earning $90 a day. ASIC Blake to SiaCoin miner. That was on November 4th. Let me check. I almost bought one of these miners. I didn't. They were on pre-order. I thought they were kind of expensive. All right, so SiaCoin's at 0.002 cents. All-time high. 9-10 cents. So high performance ASIC miner sale is closed. 3,835 units sold out of the 4,000 available. And then there's, okay, so now they have a generation 2 already. So that's so yeah, these Obelisk miners, I don't remember exactly what the stats were. I almost bought one, but apparently they just pour through mining SiaCoin. Do I think it will ever? Here's the thing. Do I think SiaCoin will ever compete with Dropbox? It could, but they're just not doing anything like that I can see. I mean, they've come out with a miner, and that's cool, but they're just not doing much. It's like if you want to compete with Dropbox, you really got to go after the corporations that are using it in mass. And you've got to offer them a more secure, better, easier to use solution. Everybody uses Dropbox. And then at that point, it's you have to be able to utilize SiaCoin and their cloud-based platform and use the crypto somehow in a way that's seamless and kind of under the radar. So just mine Zilliqa. Huh. I wonder how much I can mine Zilliqa. I'll look into that. I wouldn't mind. I could do a how to mine Zilliqa video once I've done it and tried it and see how much I can earn. I mean, Aeon honestly just keeps falling. It's kind of like pissing me off. It's like, come on. I mean, it was like 40 cents when I started mining it. Now it's down to 13. Like, geez, oh Pete. But, and I mean, I would love to see. I remember a lot when I first built my mining rig at the very beginning, not this one, but the last one. I thought, you know what I want to do? I want to try and mine up 1,000 of every coin on the market. That was the goal. I wanted to try and mine 1,000 of everything. Bro, I'm from Michigan and I would love to meet you at Chainwise. I'm planning to come with my wife. I just need to figure out what to do with the kids. I don't know. That sounds like mother-in-law's. It sounds like an in-laws thing. Put them to work. Crow, just wanted to say I appreciate your channel. I've been a viewer for some time now. I find the information informative, insightful, and refreshingly honest. Well, that's good. I appreciate that. I don't do these like kind of pseudo hangout gaming, random, just kind of whatever. No plan, no nothing important to say. I don't really do these videos expecting them to be viewed by the world or anything, but I know that some of you guys get a kick out of it and you enjoy just kind of hanging out and chilling. And, I don't even know, and this is going to sound like something totally sounds shady, I guess, but I don't even know how to be full of shit. Like, some people are just hardwired to just dish BS constantly. I don't even know how to be that way, I guess. I try to be as just brutally honest as possible. It's funny because my wife even tells people, don't ever ask him something you don't want an honest answer to. She's like, I learned that the hard way. She said that on numerous occasions. But she also knows that the value of having somebody who's always going to shoot her straight, that comes with responsibility. Like, don't ever ask me, like, does this outfit look okay? Not really. I mean, you look better in the other one. I don't know. I try to be cool, but Cardano is my biggest hold. Crow Zilliqa is another one that is going to be big. I know that like Superman was pumping Zilliqa all the time for a while. And I don't remember what happened. I think I did buy some. And if I did, I still have it because I never sold any. But I don't remember how much I got, if I got any. And it wasn't because of Superman, because it was like long after. But I remember I was looking into it, and then I found some of those videos. That boy loves it. Yeah, like I wouldn't be I don't know, like, I'm such a Cardano fanboy. Everybody knows that. Like if I were to put money into more crypto, I don't know, for whatever reason, I just feel like it's a safer bet to put it into Cardano. I think I just trust Cardano more than I trust anything else. I mean, realistically, that's kind of how I feel about it. Maybe Zilliqa will be big. I need to look into the pricing. But I don't know. I don't even remember what Zilliqa does or what it's for. I have 2.2 million Cardano. Wow, you've got a lot more than I do. I would love to have 2.2. That would be sick. worth. Dude, you're gonna be so stupid rich. I hope you have that shit locked up in a vault. My opinion. Did you buy the Cardano from watching my show? I'm just trying to figure it. I want to try and figure out if. Oh wow. You better block it. Plus one. Right. Yes, it is safe. I thought I was a baller with my 98,000 ADA. No, I've been an investor since 2014. Nice. Nice. You got in like, you got in when it was super cheap. Pretty sure it still is, isn't it? I purchased Cardano. It's definitely from your channel. That's cool. I hope that there's a day, someday in the future, when everybody's like, I've got all these like millionaires, guys. Everybody's so stinking rich, and they're like, "Oh, I got rich. I bought this. I watched your channel, and now I just bought a Lambo, and my wife drives a Ferrari. Thank you." Like that's the day that I really look forward to. Like seriously, I hope that day comes. Important question. People say they don't ever give their BTC address, even tone based. So how would you ever spend and turn into cash your crypto? You don't have to give people your address to like spend your crypto. Boo hoo hoo. Got him down close. I only need $1. I got into Cardano when I first. That's cool. I never tell anybody to buy anything. I do not give financial advice, but if you guys are figuring out that I really dig something, I just, for whatever reason, I just think it's the only project that I feel has been so thoroughly thought out from top to bottom and still is to this day. It's not just some mosh posh of garbage being thrown together from a bunch of open source shit. You know, like I don't know. I just feel like it's one thing that's going to have some serious legs over the long term, which to me seems to be kind of rare. Isn't the whole point to get away from the dollar? Yeah, kind of. And I think we will. I mean, we'll get away from the dollar at some point in the future, but you know, it's going to be a while, I think, before that day comes. Say you have $1 million worth of Bitcoin, but have not shown to government you own any, can't spend. Well, I mean, I think that depends on where you live, where you're from. And it depends on, you know, I mean, technically you could spend it. I mean, you could buy a car with it. You could buy a house with it in some places. But when you, like with anything else, people are going to wonder, like, hey, how did you get this fancy Lambo in your name? No money. Like, look, guys, when it comes to claiming your crypto and your taxes and all of that stuff, it's a fool's game, in my opinion, to try and divert the government. I mean, really, because they're gonna find it. They're gonna get you eventually. Like it's. I mean, you've got these celebrities who have gone to jail for tax evasion. You know what I mean? They're actor. Look at Wesley Snipes. I mean, like I don't know. Do I agree with how our tax dollars are spent? I really don't. But I'm also a citizen of this country. And as much as I may hate a lot of things about it, I still support the country. And, you know, I don't know. It's such a sticky subject, but I would much rather have my freedom and maintain my freedom than to try and, you know, than to get caught trying to snub the government off of some money. That, you know, like there are ways that you can reduce the amount of taxes you pay on things, but you're always paying something, and you're, you know, and it's legal. There are a lot of legal things. You just need a good CPA that understands the code and understands the system and how things work, and you know, and if you really want to lower your taxes, you just hold your shit for more than a year. I mean, that cuts a lot of your capital gains tax down right there. Just hold it for at least a year. The longer you hold it, the less capital gains tax you have to pay. Can't cheat the system. No, I mean, you can. I mean, you can cheat the system and you can evade taxes if you want. But when it comes to crypto, I feel like it's easier in some cases to track your crypto than it is to track your fiat purchases. There are a lot of things. I mean, the wealthiest people in the world don't pay taxes. I mean, they just don't. Really, truly wealthy people do not pay shit in taxes. It's the poor people that pay the taxes. And, you know, there are ways of going about it. You know, shell corporations and, you know, offshore stuff. I bought a book on it, like, just to understand, like, what are these people doing? Like, what's happening? And, yeah, really wealthy people don't pay shit in taxes, I'm afraid to say. They can say they do all day, and they maybe they do. They might pay state taxes, property taxes. So when they say, I pay my taxes, yeah, you probably pay your property tax on the $10 million mansion you own, or you lose it. But, you know, federal income tax and things like that, people fudge that stuff all the time. Wealthy people don't pay taxes because they have corporations that they keep in debt. It's insane. There you go. Kind of what I was getting at, but I just didn't. Yeah. Well done, Ninja. Trump's new tax laws got rid of capital gains tax. It's taxed in your tax bracket. Amazon paid 0 in tax in 2017. I think that's wrong. Got rid of capital gains tax? I do not think that's the case. Unless, like, Big Mike, what is this new tax law and when was it passed? Because the one that I read that he first passed as president, that sure as hell didn't get rid of capital gains tax. The capital gains tax rates are the same under the new tax law. Just now, they have their own brackets. Next, there's a 15% rate, and at over $479,000 for a couple, there's a top 20% capital gains tax rate. But watch out, because an additional 3.8%. Got capital gains? Don't fret. Under the Trump tax overhaul, effective as of tax year 2018, most of the old tricks to avoid or reduce the capital gains tax bite on sales of appreciated assets still work, albeit with tweaks. The 0% capital gains rate is a terrible thing to waste, says Timothy Wyman, a certified financial planner in Southfield, Michigan. But what's really got wealth advisors and their rich clients excited is a powerful new triple tax efficient play. Investing in low-income neighborhoods designated as opportunity zones. It's a big one, says Jason Morgan, a tax partner. Here are 12 planning ideas. Opportunity zones. Investors in opportunity zones via a fund that directs investments in real estate or company. Jesus, can we... Forbes is the worst with these bullshit ads. Just constantly... Like, you don't even want to be here. Don't forget state capital gains tax in your calculation. In California, you can get a 37.1% total tax bite. A significant number. Even worse, the new tax law limits the state and local tax deduction, so the state bite becomes more taxing. Oh my God. What does this mean in practice? The CPA in Green Bay, Wisconsin, has a recent retiree client with a concentrated position of stocks he wants to get out of because he's getting bearish. In an abnormally low income tax bracket because his pension and deferred compensation haven't started kicking in, he's selling $350,000 of stock with $120,000 of built-in gain, recognizing $40,000 of gain a year. He'll owe 0% on half of that and 15% on half for an effective rate of 7.5%. We try to use as much of the 0% bracket as we can, Biggie says. I mean, I still don't even understand what the hell half of this stuff is trying to say. Hopefully your CPA does. I can't tell if they made it easier for people to pay less taxes or what. Taxation is legalized theft. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Hold on, let me double check my phone real quick. Actually, I'm probably going to cut it because I know that my daughter's home upstairs. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. But I mean, it's cool hanging out. Hell, we were on here for an hour. So like, crow your coins, and I'll probably do something else here later in the week. Probably my next video is probably going to be an Aquatos video because I've been doing a lot of work in backtesting and things. So thanks guys. I'll see you soon.